This is no ordinary arena. This stage is all set for an exhilarating final showdown. There can only be one winner. Will it be Hui, the reticent housewife originally from Vietnam who combines subtlety and grandeur so effortlessly?
恭喜辉！恭喜辉！
Or Rasathi, the single mom who fuses Western and ethnic influences with such finesse. Or will it be Zakia, the cancer survivor who spices up her cooking with unmistakably refined flavors? Before two of the best finalists emerge and fight for the top honors, they must first take on these three formidable culinary titans. Welcome to King of Culinary, the final showdown. My name is Hossan Leong and I'm so excited to be here because I will get to witness culinary wizardry happen right before my very eyes and right under my Michelin-trained nose. Speaking of noses, scents and smells, I'm getting a whiff of strong competition coming from our three finalists. And for good reasons, because these three have just emerged respective winners of San Ba Dao, Raja Kaiya and Raja Kaiya Vecha. Let's welcome our three finalists. It's not just girl power, this is mummy power! Hello, Hui! I want to say Xin Chao. Correct or not? Not bad, right? My Vietnamese.
You say English?
English can because my Vietnamese cannot make it. But I want to ask you though, I realize in San Ba Dao you have been using a lot of Vietnamese influences in your cooking. Is that going to be a strategy for this show?
I cook mostly traditional olden time beaver taste. Inside got Singapore and Chinese taste. Got Vietnam taste too.
So it's a nice mix of all these flavors.
Yes, mostly olden time taste.
Well, we hope that this strategy will work for you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Rasathi, I need to ask you, right? You love cooking for your daughter.
Yes.
And I'm sure that love was going to be translated into the competition. How is that going to happen?
If I can find quiet, I'm sure it will come out. If I'm panicking, probably not.
I won't talk very much, I promise.
You might actually set me at ease.
Okay. Then maybe you cook for me also.
Can, of
Okay,
course.
can. All right, Zakia, I hear that you took no pay leave to prepare for this competition.
Yes.
So, what have you been doing?
Mostly I try a lot of recipes that and I also find the best to meet the judges' taste.
Okay. Now it's time to introduce our three chefs. All right, Chef Eric, when you first heard that these were going to be our three finalists, what was your reaction like?
I'm looking forward to challenge them. And I'm sure they are all ready. They have trained very hard. Guys, protect our knives.
All right, Chef Bala, what is your strategy then?
I think having no strategy is the best strategy here because we don't know what to expect, you see. So have an open mind. Whatever comes, just do what you can do.
That's how I live my life, by the way. No strategy. All right, Chef Bob, what is your strategy?
Go with the flow because I know both of these contestants are well-traveled. So just do my best lah.
Indeed, we are going to all do our best and hope that our contestants will be able to outcook our chefs. But who will be the judge of this competition? Let's give it up for our esteemed judges. She's not just an artist, but also a technician. She used her hands and it puts soul into her food. Let's welcome Chef Patrina Lowe. Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Chef Patrina, what are your expectations of the competition?
I hope to see creativity and definitely soul and love put in the food.
Okay. Our second judge. He is the founder of Daniel Food Diary. Let's say hi to Mr. Daniel Ah. Hello. You have been tasting and trying out so many different kinds of cuisines, right? What is one kind of cuisine that you really would love to try that you haven't tried?
Oh, you know, Hossan, we can buy restaurant food. Money can pay for them. But home cooked food with love is hard to find.
Right. Finalists, listen, home cooked food.
With love.
Yeah, with love. All right, our third and final judge, the executive chef of one Michelin star restaurant that has been winning this accolade for the past 5 years. Let's welcome Chef Heikel Johari. So Chef Heikel, what is it that you look for in dishes?
I think the most important is I would agree with Daniel. Soul, love, and passion. Something that I'm looking for in these individuals to see who have the most of all these three secret ingredients here.
Okay, our contestants, you've heard all the judges and the expectations, but what is the game format like? And what do our contestants stand a chance to win? Well, have a look. The three finalists take turns to undergo 2 cookoffs where they compete against 2 different celebrity chefs whom they have never sparred with. In each cookoff, the finalists have 40 minutes of cooking time, while the chefs only have 30 minutes. And for the very first time, the chefs get to pick their opponents. In the first episode, Hui and Rasathi will take on Chef Bob. In the second episode, Zakia and Hui will pit their culinary skills against Chef Bala. And in the third episode, Rasathi and Zakia will show Chef Eric Teo what they are made of. To win each round of cook-off, the finalists must be accorded a minimum of 2 knives by the 3 judges. A cash prize of $3,000 will also be rewarded to the winner of each cook-off. The 2 finalists with the most number of knives accorded after a total of 6 cook-offs will then pit against each other for $10,000 cash as well as the grand champion knife. Chef Bob, are you ready to rock the kitchen?
Sure.
Come on down! All right, Chef Bob, you have the honor to start off the competition by choosing one of our finalists. You have a choice between Hui and Rasathi. So, who would you like to start off the competition with you?
As my mom would say when we eat at home, right? Reach for the nearest dish. So the nearest to me is Hui.
Hui! So, Hui, Chef Bob has chosen you to be his first sparring partner. You got everything prepared, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're excited to find out how Hui came to this point. Let's follow her journey on San Ba Dao.
恭喜辉！
I joined this China Eat San Ba Dao because my helper. She hear radio and she call, "Ma'am, go and try." I go there and start cook. I not think anything.
Are you nervous?
Normal. I focus want to bring out the taste of now. Is many people will lose it. You only can eat when your children. And I try to go back to find the taste because I know this taste is very nature, got love inside. Because I home cooking, I anyhow cook, and sometimes I not focus. Then the chef Eric Teo or the director point me where I need to focus and what I wrong.
The taste of the fish sauce is still very strong. Probably you have to improve it and, come back strong.
Thank you. I feel he very good heart. Where he give me comment, I will step back and look myself to adjust myself to better. I am here to cook the taste of olden time people for the chef to enjoy.
You know, I think some of our viewers must be thinking, how can a home cook pit her skills against a chef? Well, we thought about that, and we have decided to help her by leveling the playing field. Our finalists will get to choose a main ingredient for that dish, and our chefs have no idea what they have to deal with. What is your main ingredient?
My main ingredient is
What is your main ingredient?
my main ingredient is flour.
Flour! Why your mouth was so big?
What type of flour?
Can rice flour, tapioca flour,
Rice flour,
or
tapioca,
potato
potato.
flour. Okay.
You've got it in your brain, starting to tick already? No. No? Nothing? Well, too bad. It's time to go and grab your ingredients. Go, Chef Bob!
No.
All the best!
First time I've been given flour as the main ingredient.
That's the biggest challenge we have. Not knowing what ingredient you're gonna get.
You kena this one, potato starch,
Yeah.
tapioca starch, and what's this? Rice.
It was 1 flour, I think, can handle. 2 flour, can handle also. But 3 flour,
Yeah.
Why do you, man? Throw off, lah. It's really throw off.
I think this 3 flour is good when you make it into a batter.
Seriously, to have a flour to be star of the dish, it's something very, very hard, even for any professional chef. So I'm just winging it.
If you look behind our judges, we have 3 light boxes with the names of our finalists. So what they're going to do is they're going to award knives to the finalists should they think she deserves it. And besides that, we're going to make things a little bit more spicy with a surprise attack. Within 5 minutes that the chef starts cooking, our finalists can ring that bell. And we are going to launch this surprise attack because we want to make the competition more fun and more intense. All right, it's time to cook. So, Hui, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your time starts now. And there she goes. Okay, she said her main ingredient is flour. What's happening now, Hui?
Nothing.
Okay, so, judges. All right, so I'll ask the judges. Main ingredient, flour. When she said that, Chef Patrina, what do you think she's actually making then?
Some kind of carbs, noodles.
Some kind of carb, but
wraps,
flour.
yeah.
A wrap, perhaps? There are lots of wraps, right, Daniel, in Vietnamese food?
Yeah, the first dish that comes to mind was ban siu, or Viet spring rolls.
And she's tossing many things into this big pot of water. Oh, yeah! Okay, there's sugar cane going in there. I think she's making a kind of a... Is it a
Stock. I think she's doing a
A
master
broth.
stock, yeah.
So, Chef Bala, what do you think she's cooking?
I don't know. I think she's cooking a few things. Cannot be one thing. With so many ingredients.
Okay.
And 3 pots. So I don't know how it's all going to gel together.
So, Hui, what is this here? What are you making here, actually?
I make herb drink.
Oh,
I just make extra drink.
you're making a drink as well. Chef Eric, is it a tradition for her to make a drink?
Yeah, usually in her most of the competition that we face her off, she usually come along with a drink or a dessert. She just adds on.
So, Chef Bob, we've got about a minute before you start.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
Wow, her A for effort, man. The amount of preparation she needs to put into, I surrender before going to war. No. Seriously. But no, I just wanted to give her a good competition.
Now, we're going to stand by for Chef Bob. Stand by. Warm up.
Warm up already.
All right, getting ready. 5, 4. Welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Chef Bob! Now the competition is really heating up. Hui is taking the herbal drink off the heat. And Chef Bob has started the stock in here.
Yes.
And he has put some spices. I see cinnamon, clove, and little brown things.
Okay, there's a fennel.
Fennel.
Seeds. What I'm doing right now is to have a chicken fur as part of the dish, so to speak.
And sometimes when we are watching these kind of things, we like to sing songs like "Ring my bell." Ring my
No, don't sing.
Oh, I don't sing, is it? I'm not supposed to sing.
Don't give
Sorry.
ideas.
Sorry. Oh well, you know. So if you do want to use a surprise attack, you can, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, she knows. She is concentrating. Oh, okay. I see the stock. You put in the herbs. The smells are quite amazing now coming from both sides of the kitchen. So it's interesting that you've chosen to lean towards the Vietnamese kind of cuisine, Chef Bob. A chicken pho.
Correct. This pho, not the chicken one, but the beef pho, is something that I served in my restaurant 10 years ago.
Okay.
So
good.
I'm going to bring back the elements and put it into my...
But it'll be interesting to see how you use flour as the main ingredient.
That's the one. If let's say it is a gluten-filled flour, I can do something with it. But this is gluten-free flour. So it really threw me off.
Oh, there she goes. Okay, ring the bell. Stop, everyone, stop. Let's bring out our surprise attack. In front of us, there are 3 plates, A, B, and C. Wait, which one would you like, A, B, or C?
A.
A. So, Chef Bob, this is your surprise attack. Uh-oh, curveball. What do you think the curveball is?
Anything curvy,
curvy.
This is already a curveball. You get another curveball.
I don't know.
All right, so let's find out what this curveball is. All right, here we go. This is your curveball. Wow, look at this. You have to use squid ink in your cooking, and this must be part of the main ingredient as well. What do you think? Can or not?
Cannot, must do.
Must do. All right, the timer restarts now. Chef Michael, what do you think? You use squid ink in your cuisine too in Alma?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Maybe he can add into the flour. Yeah, or he can even color his fur. Normally fur is very light, right?
Would it become a dark? Give you ideas, I'm going to ask our finalists. So, Zakia, you've been sitting there very quietly in the corner. What are your thoughts?
I think the squid ink is not that bad.
Hey, not that bad. Zakia say. All right, I'm going to ask Hui. Oh my goodness. So that cloth thing is a steamer, is it?
Yes.
And you have put a bit of flour onto it.
Yeah.
It looks like chee chong fan skin.
Yeah, that's what I was just telling them.
Making chee chong fan skin is not easy because it's so delicate and you have to be very fast, otherwise it breaks apart. So are you making chee chong fan end of the day?
Yes.
She is making chee chong fan! This method of making the chee chong fan skin is quite amazing. I've never seen it done like that before.
Yeah.
Is this?
It's quite traditional.
Because normally it's on a flat, hot.
That's why
right?
she tell you, she wants to share with you all the traditional way of eating and cooking and stuff like that.
I feel like I really am brought into the streets of Vietnam.
Yeah.
Right? And what are you putting there now? This is onions, is it?
Yeah, fried onion.
Okay. Oh, I see. And that's going to be put on top.
Heiko is enjoying with Patrina.
Exactly. What you're laughing about? Can you please?
I wish that my staff are like her, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just focus and don't talk so much. We can get more things done in the restaurant, yeah.
Would you want to work in their restaurant?
Next time.
Next time.
Okay,
I caught this.
This one loose.
Okay, Hui is having problems with the steamer.
Can do, but the flour cannot come out as
the
well.
flour, is it?
The steamboat got problem, so I cannot take out the chee chong fan as well.
Because the steamer didn't seem to work, we are going to try a different method. She's using a kind of a pan right now. Is it okay for you with this now?
I try.
She's going to try.
Because the texture will be different.
Yeah.
This one cannot work as well. I try to use the dry pan cook. We deduct the steam, but it's not work as well. So I come back to the steam.
Okay, so Chef Bob, what are you? Can you tell us what you do? Oh, the flour has gone in, the main ingredient.
Yes, sir. So I'm trying to do something like fritters. Fritters.
Oh, fritters. Oh, yeah, okay. I understand, yes.
With a twist of Vietnamese,
Wow.
Thai, and most Asian lah. Because we need to have our Asian pride in
Of
our
course.
cooking, you know. And without tradition, identity is lost.
So, Chef Bob, where's your squid ink? Huh? You used to read, no?
Yeah, coming.
Coming.
Yeah.
Okay, akan datang the squid ink. Still cannot, huh? Chef Bob, that steamer of Hui is not working properly. Can Chef Eric come and help her out with that?
Sure.
Alright.
This one cannot work, really cannot work.
Ayo.
I think it's okay now, right?
I plan steam for just a 6 pieces and have 2 color, red and white, like Singapore fat. But my steam got problem, so I no time to do the red color flour, the carrot flour.
What's going into your chichang fan? You have
Prawn.
prawn only. Okay. What is happening here?
Protecting it.
Wow. Cross. She's invading
Over the border.
Yeah, the body. So our judges, between these two, Chef Bob and Hui, who's you want to try first?
This one I haven't seen any thing come out yet.
Some more, he never sieved the flour.
Wow, Chef Bob, you're being judged here by Chef Michael.
I let my wrist action do the talking lah.
Okay, concentrating. 15 minutes. So it's going to be interesting because you have got chichang fan. Main ingredient is flour. Daniel, how are you going to be judging all that?
To me, texture is very important. It needs to be thin, delicate, doesn't break that easily, and doesn't have that over chewy texture. I think
Okay.
that's important in terms of the wrap.
Right. And it looks like the squid ink has gone in. He has put it into the pancake mix. What's inside?
We have like Chinese celery, Chinese coriander. All that has to do with pho lah.
Yes.
Then we have our chicken here.
Okay.
I'm gonna make the pho into a sauce.
So you're going to reduce all this into like a
No need to
sauce.
reduce. Use the flour as a thickening agent. We deep fry things is very cloy, you see. So that's why I have a pho sauce to cut down the cloyiness so that the fritter wouldn't be that jelak or muak Malay say lah, which is cloy lah.
10 minutes left. Hui and Chef Bob.
Can I know what Chef Bob is doing right now? He's frying some.
So we have 2 types of batter.
Yeah.
One with the squid ink batter, one is the white batter. So with the squid ink batter, I put in some tofu inside to differentiate. Hope for the best lah. Okay.
Lemongrass.
No, it's a straw.
With a straw.
Homemade.
Homemade straw.
Homemade straw.
Homemade straw. No need to continue lah. Ahoy ah. Yes. Tan eh sia. Mamalai. Cute lah Ahoy.
Oh, I've never actually seen this before. It's rice.
Yeah.
Deep fried.
Rice paper,
Rice
just deep
paper.
fry.
Oh. In the meantime, Chef Bob, your pancakes, okay?
Yes sir.
You've got 6 minutes left. She's got more stuff over
Bob,
there.
be careful, Bob. Come with the barang-barang.
Why bother that?
And I see the chicken pieces have gone into the white pancake or fritter, as you call it. How? Cannot pass. Good. Wow. Wait, that's the first smile I've seen. Wow, and it goes on top as well. Look at that presentation over there. Looks like the centerpiece of a buffet, you know. The
This one is at the end of the buffet.
dessert.
Center and the way she cooks the dish and all, the way she presents the dish, that presentation itself can win her Michelin star.
All right, 1 minute left.
Coming.
Hui, how are you doing? You're okay already?
Okay.
Almost, huh? All right, everyone, put your final touches on your dishes. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away!
I don't think win or lose. I just want to bring back the kampong feel for the child to enjoy.
I'm confident that the judges will love it. If not, they will love my personality. That counts. So.
After that intense 40 minutes, it's now time for our judges to do some work. We have Hui's Chi Chong Fan.
I want to make the kampong feel, so I use the nature ingredient and even the bowl and the straw. I no use a plastic.
What do I do with this?
This banana gun is when I children time I go play. So this is the up the bullets
So you pull out the thing.
and who you want to shoot it.
Oh, okay.
Wow. You
It
can-
becomes a...
all the way, yes.
It's coming off.
Okay.
Yes.
Yay, there you go. Well done, Chef Patrina.
I think it's a burst of different flavors, textures. The flour is really nice and soft. And I like those onions, very, very crispy. It really complements the whole dish together.
The flavors go very well together. It's very rustic, but very homey.
You can see that she makes everything with love from scratch, and she manages the main ingredient of flour very well. It's smooth, it's silky. So there's one thing that I would say can be better is the keropok. It's a bit too oily, so when you eat everything together, it might feel a bit greasy.
All right, it's now time to take on Chef Bob's Michael Jackson fritters.
The white one is fritters with fur chicken. The black one, which is with the squid ink, has tofu inside. I pair it with fur latna sauce and Vietnamese coriander dipping sauce.
The white one with the green chili dip, it packs a lot of punch. So I think it actually enhances the flavor. And the black one, together with the ratna sauce, I think ratna is like a hot fun flavor.
Consistency,
yeah.
is it?
It goes very well, but if it was me, I would add a little bit more squid ink for that more umami kick.
I really like the green sauce, but this is because I like spice a lot. The sauces, actually both goes very well with both.
Would you serve this kind of dish in your restaurant?
Why not?
Why not?
Can make so fast.
Right?
Less prep time. Very good.
Thank you very much.
The green sauce, I'll buy in a bottle. Wow, you can feel the kick in your mouth. Two different types of fritters. I just wish there was more different flavors in both.
Understood.
Like when I eat both, it feels a bit similar.
Understood.
Our judges will need to deliberate and decide whether they will award Hui with the knives. Well, it's now time to find out whether our judges will award Hui the knives or not. Chef Patrina, will you or will you not award the knife to Hui?
Yes, I will.
Yay! Congratulations, Hui, our first knife. Now, perhaps you want to tell us why?
So the whole dish itself, I felt there was a story to it. Besides the very elaborate plating, it didn't take the main attention away from flour, which was your main ingredient. I really liked it.
So I will have the honor of taking this knife, and you are going to have your first knife! Woohoo! So now, Chef Heikel, will you or will you not award the knife to Hui?
Yes, I will.
Yes! Well done!
You have 1,000 things there, right? But the main important thing is the flour, because flour was the main ingredient, and yours really stood up.
Well done, Hui. All right. Your second knife, Hui. That means you have already won $3,000 in the bag, okay? But let's see whether you can get the final knife here from Daniel. Daniel, will you offer her this final knife?
Yes, I will.
Congratulations, Hui. I am going to take the final knife, and there you go. You have a perfect score of 3 knives in this first cook-off. Not only that, you are already $3,000 richer. Congratulations.
Win 3 knives. I totally surprised.
To be losing 3 knives in a row, it is disheartening, but we go again. Like Liverpool will say, you never walk alone.
This is just round 1 of the first round of cook-offs, okay? I'm going to invite your next one, Rasathi. Before we start let's have a look at Rasathi's journey on Raja Kaiya Vecha.
I heard through the grapevine, a lot of people were talking about this competition that's coming up, so I thought, why not? I've never cooked under pressure with a time limit before, never had so many cameras. Even though we ring the bell, right, and we tried to mess up the other chef, getting to know all of the chefs was actually quite unforgettable as well because all of them come from different backgrounds. They're well taught, such talent. Being able to stand in the same place with all of those people, I think was pretty unforgettable. My cooking style is everyday, accessible comfort food with a touch of sophistication. Creativity is my strongest asset.
Rasathi, you are a trained counselor, all right? Maybe you can prepare some few words to counsel Chef Bob. Should you beat him in this round?
You're a trained chef. You've made a living doing this. What can I possibly do that would change that?
Yeah, see?
Nothing.
Yes. Feel good, right? Feel good, right?
Of course.
Very good. You have to face off Chef Bob right now. So, what is the main ingredient now?
My main ingredient is...
Ready? Ready?
Prawns.
Prawns!
I told you simple, right?
Huh? Simple. Prawns.
Lucky protein, man.
All right. We are going to invite you to go and collect all your ingredients to cook. All right, Bob?
Oh, like this only, so little. Maybe I do two ways. I go with the anyang. Anyang is a Malay salad, which consists of coconut together with dry prawns and ikan bilis. And I pound it into paste, mix it together. Yeah, vibrant lah. Let the prawn do the talking.
Okay.
If, let's say, I lose again 3-0, well, good riddance, but I'm still a chef. So.
All right, Rasathi. This is round 2 of the cookoffs, okay? You have 40 minutes and your time starts now. Go! Hey, here we go! Rasathi lights the stove. And perhaps you want to tell us what exactly you are cooking with the prawns.
It's a very simple prawn dish.
Okay.
But hopefully it's full of flavor.
Why did you choose prawns?
I was trying to think of a protein that I would use ordinarily. I don't want anything like fancy, so if anyone else is watching out there, they could easily maybe make this from grocery store items.
You've traveled and lived in quite a lot of countries, right?
I lived in Ilford in London, and then Brisbane for 4 years, and I lived in Adelaide for a year.
All right.
And Jakarta.
Global
and then
citizen.
Virginia for about 20 years.
Have these places influenced the way you cook?
Oh, absolutely.
So where do you think more of your influences have
The
come?
U.S.
The US?
U.S., yeah. Because where I came from and the people I went to school with
Right.
were from all kinds of different cultures.
Ah.
There's a lot of South American flavors in there.
Is that why I see lots of peppers in your ingredients?
Actually, yeah.
Chef Bala, what are your thoughts?
She tries to incorporate Indian flavors into other cuisines. From here, what I see, probably it's something Latino. So Indian spices will go well with that.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Rasathi, you have put the grilled peppers into some water. Why did you do that?
Because I'm going to hydrate them now, and eventually
Oh.
I'm going to blend them.
I see. She just put a banana in there.
Yeah.
Banana
Yeah.
with onions.
It can be a very nice tomato stew.
Wow, what's that, Rasathi? You just put in?
It's coriander, peppercorns,
Okay.
star anise.
Oh, that has a very nice flavor to the mix.
All right, Chef Bob, get ready. Oh, doy. Okay, after this, we send you for massage, Chef Bob. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on down, Chef Bob! And here we go! And Chef Bob is going to start his dish with the main ingredients of prawns. You're using petai, is it, Chef Bob?
Yes, it's good for detoxing of your innards.
Your inside.
Because once you eat petai, You'll be, yeah, there's a lot of air around,
It'll be love is in the air. Everywhere I smell around. Like that.
So I'm gonna release the flavors of the coconut together with my rehydrated dry prawns and also ikan bilis.
Rehydrated. Okay, interesting.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's that?
The bowl.
Oh, careful.
I heard something crack. I was searching for it. Luckily, it doesn't go into the ingredients that I was using.
Wow, the smell of the coconut is really coming through. All right, 30 seconds to ring the bell. You're peeling your prawns now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Rasathi.
All right, got
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Oh my God.
Yes. All
That
right.
changes things.
Here we go. Oh, 5, 4. Stop cooking, everybody. Okay, we are going to see what will happen in this surprise attack. And before us are the 3 platters, A, B, and C for the surprise attack. Rasathi, which one would you choose for Chef Bob?
B for Bob.
B for Bob! All right, let's see what B for Bob holds for you, the surprise attack, okay? K-O-C. Each letter is an ingredient. Rasathi, you have to choose one letter.
C.
C. Rasathi has chosen C. Let's reveal what this ingredient is and I'll explain how to play it. Well, let's see what's inside. And you have to add custard powder into your dish. Okay?
Custard powder in a Malay appetizer dish. You tell me what I can do? I also don't know.
The timer restarts now.
Let's go. Apa ni custard powder? Nak buat apa custard powder?
Yeah, what's going through your head now, Chef Bob?
Yeah, wait. Let me clean my prawns first.
Chef Eric, what do you think he can do with it?
Probably use it for my prawns, that's it, and fry.
Yeah, I think probably that's the wisest thing to do at this point of time because he's already got everything planned.
Yep.
Right, yeah.
True.
Oh, you have put in all those things that was in the pan. The banana, the onions, the tomato,
Yes,
the
sir.
peppers. And what are you adding to this mixture?
Chocolate.
What? Chocolate?
Yeah.
What's that? That's
Honey.
Honey. So you're sweetening this mixture.
There are some cuisines, Mexican, around the area. You know, they used to do like adobo or even mole.
Mole is a kind of a sauce, is it?
Yes, I think that's where she's going.
You got it.
Okay, you got it, Chef
This is a
Michael.
black Aztec mole.
Ah.
What did you just add?
Coffee,
Oh, coffee. Wow.
chocolate powder.
But I'm curious because mole usually takes a long time to cook for its flavors to
Usually,
really
yes.
come out.
But this is a hack.
Curious.
Okay, I'm learning so many things now. Okay, Chef Bob, what's happening with you now?
I think I need to do some sort of like batter for the prawn.
Yeah.
And then put it on top of my bean salad.
Okay, well, we have 20 minutes left to go. How are you doing, Rasathi?
I'm gonna make a garnish.
So this is where you put in the... These are prawn bits.
Yep, I want the oil.
Oh, oil. I see. I think Chef Bob's going to start making the batter now. With the custard powder goes in. Kick or cook. He's going to cook the custard.
Lucky got egg.
Lucky got egg, yes.
Everything changes but you.
Can sing some more. Obviously not stressed. Huh?
I think he's cool, man.
I got not stress, yes. It's a coping mechanism.
And the beans are being blanched. 15 minutes left, guys. Pouring in the, ooh, wow. We have about 12 minutes left. Okay, I see that, Rasathi, you've started on the mango.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna attempt to make a salsa.
Prawns are burning.
She's
Really?
kind of crossed like a Aztec mole with like a red eye sauce because there's coffee in there.
So what do you think, Chef Bala? Is it the right direction that Rasathi is taking?
I'm really not sure because I didn't see her tasting her sauce. So I'm just wondering whether the sauce is really done, it's cooked.
Because like Chef Petrina said, a mole takes a long time
Yes,
to make.
correct.
I've never made it the long way before. It's always been a hack for me.
All right, we have just over 6 minutes. Chef Bob, you're mixing all up now. Oh, that's the salad, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that is your salsa you're talking about? Mm-hmm. Is there a name for this salsa?
For me, it's a summer salsa. It reminds me of summer because you have all the fruits in there as well.
And here come the prawns with Chef Bob. You got under 4 minutes now. Okay. Oh, it's not sweet enough.
I need to cut it a little bit.
Oh, okay. So the custard went into that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The prawns look really golden. 3 minutes. It's crunch time right now. 3 minutes left to complete your dishes. Very confident laughter from Chef Bob here. And Rasathi is beginning to plate as well. I'm not allowed to try, right?
Do you want to try?
Just taste a little bit.
2 minutes.
I will leave it to the judges. Okay, we've got 1.5 minutes left. Oh, wow, what's happening there, Chef Bob?
Yeah. So this is a ginger flower.
Uh-huh.
I'm just giving it some aromatics to it as a final touch.
All the final touches. Okay, then we're gonna have to ask you to step away very, very soon. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Wow, eating strawberries. Time's up. Please step away from the stoves.
I'm never confident of any of my dishes because they never end up the same way. Hopefully it worked out anyway.
Maybe I could lose one or few more knives, but hopefully not all.
Well, here we are. It's crunch time for both Rasathi and Chef Bob. And our judges have their dishes in front of them. It's over to you, judges.
Your presentation is a 9.9. I like how you managed to incorporate all the different colors. I think the ginger flower added some pink bursts of colors there. And I like how you had that 3D tower effect.
Although the custard powder was a curveball, right? It actually complements the prawn very, very well. It tones down a bit of the spiciness of sour belacan, makes it more creamy. I think you did really well.
I think there's a lot of layers of flavors. There's like crunch from the pad thai and then the long beans. And then you get the softer coconut that he toasted. So I thought it was very well composed.
Wow, high praise for you, Chef Bob, from all 3 judges.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give you some time to cleanse your palate and taste Rasathi's Aztec Black Mole.
The prawns alone, 9.9 from me. In terms of taste, yeah. I think it was the prawn head oil that's kind of infused into the prawn. So you get that sweet, savory, a bit of umami inside. Like, I want to finish this plate of prawns.
Wow. It's funny enough, with all those peppers and the grilling, it gave it a very nice, unique kind of sweetness to it.
The prawns were very well cooked. And I thought the banana was very innovative. And I think banana acts as an emulsifier and a binder as well, which is why the sauce has a very nice texture despite having a very short time on the stove. I think that's one of the hacks that helped. Overall, I think it was a very flavorful dish.
High praise for you, Rasathi.
Can
All
I say
right.
this will be very tough for the
Okay.
3 of us? Very
right.
tough.
Time to find out whether Rasathi will be awarded the knives or none at all. Daniel, you have witnessed the cook-off, so will you or will you not award the knife to Rasathi?
Yes, I will.
Yay!
Comparing both main ingredient, the prawn, I like Rasathi's version better because of the incorporation of the prawn oil, which makes the flavors more pronounced and intense.
Well, there you go. Rasathi, your first knife. I shall put it in the light box. Ta-da! All right, here I am now with Chef Heikel. Will you or will you not award Rasathi the knife?
I will not.
Ah, you will not.
You know, the sauce is a little bit raw, and I think you should cook it down a little bit more to enhance the flavor. Well, for Chef Bob, the prawn was executed at the right time. The soul of the prawn is still there when we were having it. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Rasathi, this knife remains here.
Definitely.
Chef Petrina, you have witnessed the cook-off. Will you or will you not award the knife to Rasathi?
I will not.
Ah,
For me, I think then the dish itself is a little bit off balance. Now, I wanted the prawn sweetness to come through a little bit more, but the components on the dish itself had too much sweetness. And I think the last bit of honey that you put in actually did you over.
Okay.
there you go. Rasathi has one knife. She does not win the $3,000 for this cook-off.
I was not pleased with my dish, but I know where I could have done better.
After a 3 knockout KO from Hui, this is some sort like a redemption lah for me to just give away one knife.
What an exciting battle of culinary wits and wizardry. Well, in our next episode, we're gonna have Hui and Zakia pit their skills against Bala. See ya.
Chef Bala's biryani is a little bit more to his own style, yeah.
He definitely his own style because he just added the fermented beancurd. Wow, angry.
Come on, Bala, let's do it.
What have you put inside?
Lemongrass.
Lemongrass. Oh, you are very strong, huh?
Okay, the coffee powder.
The coffee mixture sprinkled onto our chickens. All right, there. Oh, it goes into the watermelon drink. Very good.
Oh my God! She keeps
Help
me
me,
on my
please.
toes. I am clueless, man, to what she's cooking.
Chef Bala, what's going through your mind right now?
No, now I forgot the process. I'm gonna.